Hey everybody, today we're doing tool time with me, and I want to say hi to everybody who's out there. Getting some people already. Nice to see you folks. It is tool time with Jason, and today's Wednesday, August 31st, last day of the month. It is high noon, and it's hot. It's really, really warm today, I feel for everybody in the summer months out there. Hey Amy, how's it going? So I'm in casual wear today because I'm going to work with some tools. I'm going to probably get a little dirty. Who knows? Depends on my demonstrations today. Hi Robin. Hey Merle. Welcome. It's good to see you all. We're going to talk about some tools and how I use these tools to do cleaning. Okay. And it's Website Live. One of my favorite Wednesdays. It's a great way to break off the week and get back and talk to you folks. Let's get started. And look what we have here. We have my motorized bead reamer. Okay, if you don't have a motorized tool, a rotary tool, or something that you use to speed up the process of cleaning, one, you love to clean, and you have the time to clean, and you have the hand strength to clean, okay, and to do the upkeep of your tools and or jewelry, okay? So this is tool time. A lot of these buffing tools you can use for jewelry. You can also use them to clean your tools. So I'm going to talk about cleaning your tools too. This motorized bead reamer is the little brother of the rotary tools that you see in the hardware store. Those being Dremel, Proxxon, even Craftsman. Okay, there's a lot of aftermarket products out there that do the same thing as this motorized bead reamer, this rotary tool. It gets its power from AC. You plug it into the wall. Okay, it has a speed switch. This is an older model of the one that we're showing you guys today. The newer model is a little bit quieter and it's a little bit more controlled. I like it. This one just happened to be on the side and they still work. Okay, these are very low maintenance and they work and they do their job, which is to attach these accessories so you can do cleaning, you can do reaming. Reaming's another project altogether. But for today's cases, hi Charlene, hi June, hey Kara. We have some. I'm going to show you how to use this to clean and do stuff. I'm going to just say hi to everybody out there. Aloha, everyone. Thank you, Wednesday crowd, for joining us today. I love this tool. I use this for a lot of things. One, it's light, and I don't have to haul around the bigger rotary tools, and or my flex shaft, which is a totally different project. You can watch that on our YouTube channel. So this control is right here, the switcher right here, and the new ones move from 5,000 to 18,000. Okay, in revolutions per minute. So this is a very cool one to have. What's attached to these, this accessory, is shown right here. These are barrel-tipped polishing cloths. Okay, we also have these, and these are cone-shaped. They basically work the same, except that when I want to take a lot of material off, I'll use this. I'll use this if I have to get into smaller, more detailed spaces. Okay. Another thing you should recognize is this, which is a square edge wheel, and this has the most component in there, the most silicone, the most cleaning of them, but it has a very narrow space, so you have to use it with a little bit of skill. And these are sold as in the picture over there. You see those 12 pieces. You attach that to one of these mini mandrels, they call it. These mini mandrels, you can take a screwdriver or if you have a Leatherman or a utility pocket knife, you can use one of those to unscrew these very easily. You just have to unscrew it like this, and then you can attach them on, okay? Like that, okay? They come off, they unscrew, you slide them back on. Very easy to work with. And these all have a thing in common, is that they work with grits, meaning that with that you can clean different things, okay? So this one that's on here right now is a coarse grit, and what that can do is this. It can clean an area rather quickly and remove the top surface, okay? As you can see, this is a bronze disc, and bronze is rather hard, and you see how it took off that layer and made it matte, okay? And that was using any of these three that you see here: the barrel tip, the cone tip, and if you want to use a square edge, you can. Okay, so all of these three are available in that grit, that coarse. So these are sets that I have. Okay, after this, again with the handy dandy guy. Okay, I'm going to switch over to this cone one and give you a. And this is what I'm placing on here right now is the fine. And what that'll do is this. It will allow me to take off more material at a finer grit, okay? Giving you, exposing more metal so that you can work with it. Okay, look at that. Okay, and it's getting, the removal is getting finer and finer, and it's getting shinier and shinier. Okay, so that one was this shape right here. That's the cone. And I'm going to finish it off with the fine, extra fine, which is the pink, we call it. A lot of my friends just like buying the pink, and I have that available as well for you, because what that does is if you already have a polished piece, a flat polished piece, and you just want to take off some material, I'm doing an X, I'm doing this way and this way. More on that later when you guys get into more metal smithing. And now I have a very high gloss finish, and that's what a lot of my friends do. They already have a polished piece, and all they want to do is take their polished piece, which looks dirty, and they just want to clean it off. They want to take off a lot of that abrasive material, that junk. Okay, they want to take this off. Okay, and that could be, and you can do this with chemistry too, but a lot of my friends don't like to use chemistry. They want to do it with hands, and this is one way of doing it, by getting rid of the top material and taking off a nice layer of guck. And you can see how my pink cleaner is getting dirtier and dirtier, because it's removing, this is brass. This is brass, so brass is copper and zinc. It's an alloy. And look, I'll show you a before and after in just a second. And that's just using this motorized tool. Okay? And that's a good way of taking off the material, and it feels softer too, because you're actually removing that brass material. Okay, so that's that part. And I was talking to you about just purchasing just the pinks, and I have the pinks available. Okay, the pink is the one a lot of people use the most. That's this one right here, because it works with most rotary tools. Okay, and it's quite handy. It's very, very handy. And after I do this, what I like to do is I like to use my it's going to pop up right here. This is my Pro Polish pad. I love it to death. It's one of my favorite things to use. I like it because it's a little bit more abrasive than the yellow polishing pad, which I'll talk to you about in a second. This Pro Polish pad right here, after I've removed some of that heavy grime, I'm going to go here. And that's just oxidation, guys. If you don't care about the oxidation, live with it. You can live with it, go for it. And see how I'm using this to remove this? I'm using my bench block. It's because it's a flat surface and you have it right next to you. And you can hear my displays shaking, but look. How's that as a mirror finish? Before and after, folks. That pink silicone abrasive takes off that junk, that thick stuff, so I don't have to work as hard. Then I take it off with this. This is the Pro Polish pad, which is a little bit more abrasive than my all-time favorite. You have to have it on your bench / on your workstation. After I do this, okay, I'm going to make it even more. I'm going to clean it up even more. Hi, Mary H. Yama. Good to see you. You know all these tools. Mary's watching on YouTube right now, and she's a good friend and a former instructor at the Bead Gallery when we had our workshops and our retail store. And look at that. Even more. Can I see anybody who sees this? Can someone throw that in there? Can they throw me some thumbs ups or hearts? Okay. Let me know how they love how clean that is. That's before. Okay, that's before. And that's after. If you like shiny, there you go. If you don't like shiny, you just take it to this. You just use your abrasives to make that. Okay? All right. So that is the Pro Polish pads. And of course, our yellow polishing pad, which we love. If you have one, good. If you have two, even better. Even better. Okay, we're going to change gears right now. We're going to do some cleaning of pre-made jewelry already. So if you had some jewelry already made, great. That's awesome. Because, and this is what you get in the your motorized toolkit. You get your handset, your plug, and your diamond bits. Okay, so for reaming, you just have to buy additional to do cleanups. This is Quick Bright. Quick Bright is our safe, fast, and easy to use cleaner. It doesn't take heavy oxidation out, but what it does is it's safe on jewelry, soft stones. So if you have really expensive stones like these Akoya pearls, and you want to clean the silver from them or the gold fill, okay, here's the before, kind of grimy, you know, and this is the after, and you don't have to worry about them getting so damaged because it uses enzymes to remove body oils, general debris, and grime. Okay, and look, it's already doing its job. This is sometimes we call it the blue juice, because sometimes the blue juice turns into brown juice depending on how dirty your things are. So we're gonna let that sit, and at the end of today's demonstrations and or sales, I'll show you more. Hey Robin, hey Shirley, thanks for ordering some of the stuff I'm showing you today. A lot of them is limited. I have to do an order, but I wanted to make sure that my friends, my Wednesday friends, got the first jump on it, okay? If you like cleaning your tools, I have something available that we made during COVID, during last 2 years. It's my cleaning kit, my tool cleaning kit. It's quite a beautiful kit, if I must say so myself. It has a few things that you should have in your bench area or your beading area. You should always carry some sandpaper so you can clean rust off your expensive tools that rust. Okay, carbon steel rusts no matter what you do to it. Stainless steel hardly rusts unless there's an acid added to it. Okay, you'll notice that even with some stainless steels, you're going to get some of this. Okay, With your Lindstrom tools, you will get, and I'll bring my Lindstrom tools out so you can see, you will get oxidation. You will get some dirt growing on it. You get some rust growing on it. It can't be helped. See? Rust. You see those spots? That's rust. And that's easily cleaned by using sandpaper. And this cleaning toolkit has that sandpaper. It also has a wonderful, okay? If you like 3-in-1 oil, this is a great tool for dispensing that, because there's a nice amount of tool oil in there, which is very similar to 3-in-1, and it lubricates the joints of my tools. There's also some steel wool. There's some gloves, and there is you can do this. You can make your own paddles, your own sanding sticks. Okay. Kara, is the tool cleaning kit safe to use on nylon jaw pliers? Is it safe to use on nylon jaw pliers? You don't really need to use any abrasives on the stainless steel, because it won't rust, unless, like I said, acid got to it and it developed oxidation. Okay, but what you can use in that sense is the oiler, and I have the oilers separate. A lot of these I have separate. So hold your horses, guys. I'm going to talk to you. If you don't have any of these and you want to get this, then get the pack, because it is a good one. It also has a great sampler of the Renaissance wax that I use on our bench blocks here at the store. Yes, I actually use it at the store. I don't have a really dirty one to demonstrate on, but what I can do is I can do a light demonstration on this using the different types of sandpapers. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll take a 600 grit or 400 grit, and I will grind down some of that to show you. If you're not familiar with grits, okay, the coarser the grit, the lower the number. The higher the grit, the finer the cleaning, okay? So you get more of a polish up. This will take a lot of initial debris off, and then this will polish it up, okay? So in one of the other ones that I have, we're jumping the gun here, but I have a beautiful, right here, 10 grit. And that's all of these. You get all 10 grits in there. Okay. For the most part, 600 grit is what you get at the hardware store. At some wood stores, you'll get up to 10,000. I think this is enough for you folks to get along with, because it works really, really well. Okay. Let's see here. I think I have some 600 grit I can use here. So what I'll use is I'll use some 600 grit to take some of this stuff off from my bench block. Yes, if you have a bad bench block, you might as well do this, but if you don't know what you're doing, just wait till later, and maybe we'll do a zoom on how to clean your bench block. Just one thing, how to clean your bench block, because we can go step by step. So what I'm doing is I'm taking this corner right here off. You're getting a treat today. I have a few minutes still. Look at that. So I'm going to take this off. Okay, that's some of that debris and junk. After I do that, then I'll go down my line. Okay, meaning after my 600, I'll go, and I can jump grits, but I like to really have a nice surface to work on. So I'll use my 800 next. And in the cleaning kit, it goes right to 1200. And you can go right to 1200. You can go right to 1200, and you can be done with your day, you know. But when I do my hammers, when I have damaged hammers, I will go all the way to 3000. And we can even have a workshop on that. How to resurface your hammers, you know. And since we all use this at the store, this bench block, I'm going to even do this to it. I'm going to go down with a 2000. And Amy has one of these. Good. Amy, good. I remember you picking one up during... and you can hear that it's not as gritty anymore. And that's because it is cutting down to the surface and getting rid of the material that we just cut up, the previous one. And then here's a 25. See how it starts out with that sound? And then it disappears. It means that it has cut to its grit level. And you can do this by hand. You can also, if you have the means, you can turn it into a wonderful rotary tool if you can build. And this is the 3000. And there you go. That's my version of cleaning my bench block. Can you see the difference? And now that's a beautiful working surface. Okay. And then after I do this, I want to preserve that work that we just did. I'll take some of the Renaissance wax, which is found in the toolkit. Okay. I'll take a cloth. Carefully take a cloth. Usually a paper towel works, something you can dispose of. Or if you have a working surface, I'm just going to rub that in there. And what this does is it preserves the metal. It gives it it's like wax. It is microcrystalline wax. It's a very high grade wax. This is made in England. Okay, there we go. And now we have a preserved, workable bench block. How's that? Look at this side. Can you guys see the difference? Let me know if you can see the difference. If you can't, I'm sorry, but I can see it from my side. Let me see if I can get a good angle here. Thanks for the thumbs up there. It's really, really soft. It has a very fine finish to it. I wish I did a half, but it would take me way longer to do. All right, so I have that. Talked about that. I'm working down my list. I want to thank the staff for putting this all together. The tool oil. So once you get this on, if you don't want to shell out for this or the Renaissance wax, all you need is this. Your tool oil. This works great. It's like I use it for everything. I'll use it here. It has a beautiful applicator. And I'll do all my tools this way. I just put a dab in there. And I'm good to go for the next 6 months. Or 3 months. Depends on how much you use. You can also put it on your bench block. And then you wipe it away. Because there's also transference. So make sure that you take off all that oil before you do your work. But it's a great coating to keep your tools from getting rusty again. Especially if you live in a very humid area. Okay. And it's humid now. So... it is it's pretty intense. Okay, so this is the Renaissance wax. Okay, nice. All right. Okay, Amy, I'll see you later. Okay. So the Renaissance wax, tool oiler, great stuff to have, great stuff to use. Okay. And then our shovel tweezers. Shovel tweezers are awesome. I use it for picking up stuff. So if I have debris, if I have wire on the floor, on my desk, what I'll do is I'll just scoop it up using my handy dandy, ultra handy dandy pieces. And it also has gripping tips where you can pick up your chain, okay, and items. This is also my counter. I use this to count beads, and I also use it to scoop up beads. So, it's a great utility tool. If you're a bench person, you can use this to also place down rivets. You can also use it to put down solder. It is stainless steel, so it shouldn't contaminate. All right, that is our shovel tweezer shovel, and tweezer. And that's if you want to get that one. What's nice that the Michelle put together and Jamie put together was the Handy Gadgets scooping set. This one's awesome because it has all three. It has this, this, and my scoop. Okay. The scoop is only found in this set. This scoop here is found in the Handy Gadget scoop set, but these are available by themselves. We use these for counting, for holding, for a whole lot of stuff. If you like all of these are also available by the piece, except for the cool scooper right there. The aluminum sorting tray is available in 3s and 12s. Of course, the shovel tweezer is by itself. Okay. And yeah, I love that. Excuse me. I love sets. Okay. Sets make me happy. Like these two. Remember, but we do have them available that way. So, as separates. Remember, you have these to choose from. The cone, the barrel, and then my pink barrels. Oh, and let's get back to our favorite little guy here. My cleaner. Let's see how it did. And look, pretty darn clean, if I may say so. It's pretty, yep, pretty white. And safe on fine pearls like these koyas, and didn't damage any of the silver. After this, I'm going to go in the back room and wash this off and hang dry, and it's good to go. That was Quick Bright. If you haven't heard of Quick Bright before, it's an awesome item. I like it a lot. It's safe too. The demo I had about 18 years ago, the guy actually sipped it, so it was that safe. So, enzymes. Okay. I think I did all of the items you see in front of you. If there's any questions, because it is 8:28 and I have 2 minutes left, tell me what you'd like to see again, and I'll see if I can take care of that in 2 minutes. All right. Cool stuff right here. Sorry about the shine, but we like these bags. And Kara, hopefully I answered your question about the nylon jaw pliers. Okay. Yep. All right. Since there's no questions out there, I'm going to get right to it. Everyone, I want you guys to have a great day out there. I want you to, if you got some time, get some sun in. Not too much, but get some sun in. Get that vitamin D going through you. And if you want to visit us online after this show, you're welcome, June. You can go on our website, shop around before you check out. There's some make sure to check the new items on the bottom of the bottom of the page, the homepage. There's some new items there for you guys to view and look at. And Kara, you will love your kit. You'll love that set. I want to thank all my 18 friends for joining us. I want to thank my friends. Oh, Melita's on YouTube. Hey guys, Melita's on YouTube. And my friend Mary on YouTube. And other friends who haven't viewed aren't saying anything, but I welcome you to our YouTube experience as well as our website experience. You can actually see Danton got that all set up for me. Remember to watch us and Sheila and then our new friend Anita. I think you guys saw her. I want to thank Danton, Jamie, Michelle, and Nancy, who's in the office right now. We're working on our weekend shows. Saturday and Sunday this weekend, 12 o'clock, Facebook Live. I want to thank you all. It's 12:30. Aloha.